Everyone is part of a bigger story. It's a bigger story than you can imagine. It's a big story about a really big God. Discover the story that shows you the character of God.
Hey friends, I'm Caleb, and it's time to check out my Bible. Inside, you'll find 66 different books. We've got history, letters, songs, and words of wisdom. They all fit together to tell the incredible story of how God made the entire world. But people turned away from God. Instead of leaving us on our own, God made an epic plan to restore us to relationship. God sent Jesus to show us how to love God and to love others in everything we do. Jesus was completely truthful in everything he said and did, and that's integrity. And I have 5 stories to show you what it can look like. We get started in the book of Luke. There it is. Here, Jesus shares with his followers that what's on the inside will always come out. A good tree doesn't bear bad fruit, and a bad tree doesn't bear good fruit. A person's mouth says everything that is in their heart. When we choose to stay connected to Jesus, we'll begin to show love, joy, peace, patience, and a whole crop of good things. Time for a quick trip to the Old Testament and the book of 2 Kings. Here, we meet the prophet Elisha and his servant Gehazi. There we go. When Elisha helps to heal a foreign army commander through God's power, the man offers him a chariot load of cash. Gehazi's pretty excited until Elisha turns down the money. That's when Gehazi cooks up a crooked scheme to sneak the silver for himself. Let's slide ahead to the book of Daniel. Here, Daniel and his 3 friends are captured by King Nebuchadnezzar and marched to the distant city of Babylon. King Neb wants to turn them into proper Babylonians. But when Daniel and his friends are ordered to eat the king's food, things hit a snag. They know that eating the food would be wrong, so they're forced to choose: go with the flow or stand up and risk the king's rage. We stay in Daniel for the next story. King Neb is at it again. He's built a ginormous statue and orders everyone to bow down and worship it. But Daniel's 3 friends aren't about to worship anyone except the one true God. When King Neb finds out they won't bow, he throws them into a fiery furnace, so hot it would turn your s'more to instant ashes. Neb is sure those men are goners until he sees the impossible. We wrap up in Paul's letter to the Philippians. Here, Paul reminds his friends that what we put in our minds can change everything. Finally, my brothers and sisters, always think about what is true. Think about what is noble, right, and pure. Think about what is lovely and worthy of respect. If anything is excellent or worthy of praise, think about those kinds of things. The more we focus on who God is, what God has done, and the amazing things God has created, the more our lives reflect that goodness and beauty. What's inside matches up with what's outside as we live truthfully in all we say and do. And that's what true integrity looks like. And I can't wait to see how it shows up in you and me.